Before we go on the before we go and start the fourth succession war, let's read the news. Ooh, last one we read was Justin Xiang crowned Solaris champion. Next is the Grey Death Legion discovers the Helm memory core from a Star League facility on the planet, or the system of Helm. And this is a big turning point for the Inner Sphere, where the Helm memory core ends up as a treasure trove of lost tech, various lost tech things, both militarily and for civilians. So this is a very important story in the history of the Inner Sphere. And yet another important event in the history of the Inner Sphere is the Wolf's Dragoons fighting the Draconis Combine on Misery. Again, I think I talked about this in the campaign playthrough, but this is from the novels Wolves on the Border. I think it's a good story. Okay. And here we go. I think I read this before, but I guess I'll just read this again. From the call to arms from Colonel Arden Sortek. Commander, on behalf of First Prince Hans Davion, Federated Sons wishes to extend to you an offer for a 2-year independent commission with the armed forces of the Federated Sons. Over the years, one of our regimental combat teams, or RCT, have suffered significant losses at the hands of the Draconis Combine, which have left the unit's veterans suffering from exhaustion and low morale. A few years ago, the AFFS sought to inject new blood into this unit, promoting up a promising young officer from the Davion Assault Guards, who has since been working at replenishing the ranks of the RCT. But with the replacement troops being fairly green and the veterans demoralized and drained, it is High Command's belief that we need an additional injection of skilled talent to give some stability to the unit while they work to rebuild their lost ranks. Should you accept this commission, you will be put under a 2-year exclusive contract under the direct command of a Marshal of the Armed Forces of the Federated Sons. You will still be entitled to your posted MRB rates with full combat bonus should the need arise. Contact us soon if these terms are agreeable. If we do not hear from you by the time our contracts open up, we will need to move on to someone else. We hope to hear from you soon. Offer accepted. And let us go! Welcome to the Second Crucis Lancers from Marshal Jackson Davion. Thank you for answering the call, Commander. I'm Marshal Jackson Davion of the Crucis Lancers 2nd Battalion. You might know us better as the Kestrel Lancers. Colonel Sortek has informed me that you will be serving out your contract as an independent battle mech detachment under my command. We're glad to have you aboard. We need all the help we can get. I'll be honest with you, Commander. Kestrel Lancers have seen better days. My predecessor was posted on the border with the Draconis Combine and suffered heavy losses at the hands of House Kurita's raids during the Third Succession War. While on paper we may still officially exist as a full battalion of the Crucis Lancers, the reality is that First Prince Davion is weighing our deactivation due to our current numbers. We've been aggressively recruiting to fix this, but I need experienced soldiers to build up a reliable core that I can count on to get the job done and train up our fresh talent. After seeing your performance up close during the Galahad War Games, I'm confident that your unit is exactly what the Kestrel Lancers need at the moment. Although you have been contracted to us as a mercenary, officially you will be added to the Kestrel Lancers roster as a special operations battle mech company under my command. We want to preserve an appearance of strength to our enemies while our rebuilding is underway. Take your time to prepare your mechs and gear, then head to your nearest jump point. The AFFS will charter a command circuit. Command circuit is basically a drop ship chain to get the objects to a certain place faster. The AFFS will charter a command circuit to bring you to the Crucis Lancer's home base on Mira. Be prepared for anything, Commander. With Hans Davion's upcoming wedding to Melissa Steiner, the AFFS has been put on high alert. We will provide you with a full briefing once you get to Mira.
Husband, in honor of our marriage, I give you a regiment of battle mechs and the means to support them in perpetuity.
My love, in honor of our marriage, I give you a vast prize. The Capellan Confederation.
Lancers, we have been called to war. Operation Rat is a go. Our objective? To cripple the Confederation's military-industrial complex, to bloody their most fanatic battle mech regiments, and to take their territory for our own, thus securing our borders for our newfound alliance with House Steiner. To do this, all 8 of the Crucis Lancer RCTs have been called upon to take one system, the most vital planet targeted by the Federated Suns, the fortress world of Tikhonov. Defended by numerous battle mech regiments, a vast network of man-made fortifications, and one of the most hardened planetary militias of the entire Inner Sphere. For over 600 years, Tikhonov has stood as an indomitable bastille, repelling all who dare to challenge its gauntlet of defenses. But the planet itself is a prize like no other. A fully self-sufficient world virtually untouched by the chaos of the succession wars. Heavily industrialized with an astronomical abundance of natural ore and mineral mining that fuels a booming planetary economy and acts as the foundation for Tikhonov's true prize, battle mech factories. Responsible for the manufacturing of large portions of the Capellan Confederation's heavy battle mech forces, and considered to be the lifeblood to the CCAF's war machine. Taking Tikhonov and its mech factories from the Confederation will rob them of one of their military's most vital resources and add it to our own. But the defenders of Tikhonov are among the most fanatical supporters of the Capellan state, many of them lifelong residents of the region. Expect them to fight with unparalleled levels of ferocity to defend their homeworld. First Prince Hans Davion has personally charged the Crucis Lancers with this mission: to break the unbreakable fortress world and claim its mech factories in the name of the Federated Suns. And as God is our witness, we will not misplace the faith that he has put into all of us. We will bend Tikhonov and any other Capellan world that stands in our way to our will.
Alright, let's get this show on the road. Oh wait, first some news. First, wreckage of Zeta Battalion exposes exclusive Dragoon mech designs. Over a month has passed since the epic Battle of Misery came to a close. As salvage crews combed the cracked and scorched ice fields, they have recovered a number of mysterious mechs among the wreckage of Zeta Battalion. Two 100-ton chassis that go by the designation Annihilator and Marauder 2, which the secretive Wolf's Dragoons have deflected all prior inquiries into. So, Kurita was able to salvage a number of Annihilator and Marauder 2s, which are Wolf's Dragoon's exclusive mechs. And, yeah, it's another aspect of the Wolf's Dragoon's enigma. And next, Hans Davion weds Melissa Steiner, invades Capellan Confederation. And this is where the immortal line of "I give you the Capellan Confederation" was uttered by Hans Devion at their wedding on Earth, on Terra, rather. Gave just about everybody, especially good old Mad Max Liao and the assholes at Comstar too, they almost gave them a freaking heart attack. And here we go for the mission briefing from Marshal Davion. The invasion has begun. Over 300 dropships carrying all 8 regiments of the Crucis Lancers are continuing a high G burn towards the planet. Our flotilla's aerospace escort has just fought back the Knight Rider's deep space interdiction force, leaving only one more obstacle that we must clear before we can make planetfall. Knight Rider, eh? Anyway, Kestrel Lancers have been tasked with destroying a series of anti-dropship batteries located on Tikhonov's first moon, Doria. These batteries, combined with the remaining Knight Rider aerospace fighters, could do some serious damage to the Lancers' invasion force as they try to breach the planet's atmosphere. So it is imperative that we clear the way for our fellow Lancers. This war is just beginning, so remember your training, watch each other's backs, and do not overcommit your forces in this opening engagement. We will still need mechs at the ready for when we make planetfall. Let's show the rest of the Crucis Lancers what the new Kestrel Lancers can do. It is a light drop. Okay, commence the invasion of Tikhonov.
Attention, prepare for battle mech departure. Warning, hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
For generations, Tikhonov has stood as one of the Confederation's economic and manufacturing centers. Because of this, House Liao has spent generations and considerable resources turning Tikhonov into one of the most fortified systems in the Inner Sphere, which includes a network of anti-dropship orbital arrays here on Tikhonov's first moon, Doria. The Kestrel Lancers have been tasked with destroying the arrays and clearing the way for the remaining Lancer regiments to make planetfall. Your strike forces' assigned targets have been marked on your HUD. The remaining Kestrel Lancers will be executing similar strikes against targets of their own. Show the second what you're made of, Commander.
Copy that, boss.
Sierra 2-1, be advised. We are in the air and awaiting your orders. Sierra 2-1, out.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Mech spotted!
Let's melt them to slag.
Oops.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Nearly there, Commander. Approach the hidden object to pick it up. Yeah, they make you one. That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation.
Acquired.
Good. Our munitions can be restocked.
Shame we have to destroy these installations. Planetary defenses like these haven't been made in centuries. Taking and holding them would pull resources away from the invasion. The main objective here is to take Tikhonov itself. We can't risk giving the Confederation any more time to dig into their positions on planet.
Thinking like that is the reason humanity's seen 300 years of technological regression. All because of these bloody succession wars.
Watch your tone, Tech. We have a job to do. We can argue about historical preservation later.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Facility destroyed.
Enemy dropship incoming.
Target that.
Acquired. Target destroyed. New target.
Understood. Focusing on prey.
Alright, next point.
Hail on you.
This is Sierra 2-1. Acknowledging strike pattern. Alpha package is out for delivery. Sierra 2-1, out.
That's the last of our air support. They're heading off.
Destroyed.
That Aegis effect of war.
New target. Hunchback.
Beep, gotta get.
Another page in the Legend of Hail.
stations destroyed. You are clear for approach.
We read you, Marshal Davian. Return to your dropships and prepare your forces for planetfall. We'll see you on the ground.
Acknowledged. All stations, move to designated evac points on the double. We have an invasion to get to.
Oops.
Target acquired.
Copy. Launch target identified. Target dead.
That wasn't so hard.
Target acquired.
Wilco, focusing fire. Where I aim, targets fall.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
We've got you, Commander.
Phase 1
Mount up
done.
and prepare for a hard burn out of here. Marshal Davion wants us planetside with the rest of the Lancers ASAP.
And the debrief. A solid opening salvo, but this war is just getting started. Doria was manned mostly by planetary militia. While they might have been some of the toughest militia in the Inner Sphere, they still don't hold a candle to the hardened CCAF regiments that call Tikhonov their home. Always assume the next fight is going to be tougher than the last, and that it will come sooner than you think. So be sure to pace yourself and your personnel out there. Our next operation is scheduled to commence in 15 days. If your mechs are in need of repair, be sure to get your techs started on them immediately. Even if they won't be ready for your next deployment, getting their repairs in the queue might be the difference between life and death in the coming months of this campaign. Always remember, Operation Rat will not be a sprint, it's going to be a marathon. So never overcommit to a single battle if it means that we'll lose the war. How was Tikhonov only permission 3? One of the goddamn most high-tech planets in the Inner Sphere. I guess it's time to land on Tikhonov itself. Kestrel Lancers, thanks to your valiant efforts on Doria, the entire of the Crucis Lancers were able to make planetfall with minimal casualties. Since making planetfall, we have learned that the Capellan Confederation Strategic Military Director, Pavel Ridzik, is presently on Tikhonov leading the Capellan defenders. This bodes incredibly well for our war efforts, as capturing or eliminating Ridzik would end this war before it even starts. But we can't get ahead of ourselves. The Crucis Lancers' next objective is to take control of major population centers, and, most importantly, secure Tikhonov's numerous spaceports on the planet. The 6th and 8th Crucis will be assigned to take the capital of Tikhograd. The 7th is dropping to secure the primary Earthworks Limited battlemech factories, while the remaining Crucis Lancers units will fan out and take other major population centers around the planet. The Kestrel Lancers have been assigned to take the mining town of Gijiga, located high in the Kazan mountain range. Although it is a small township compared to other major population centers, it is an important one as it remains close to major mineral mining operations and has an active spaceport located nearby that is used to ship refined materials off-planet. No spaceport is too minor when it comes to planetary conquest, so, despite its size, it is still heavily defended. MIIO intelligence estimates that the entirety of the Ariana Grenadiers has been sent to garrison Gijiga and its surrounding area. The Crucis Lancers Aerospace Wing plans on bombarding the Grenadiers while they are in the open, which will force them to pull back into the city itself. The Kestrel Lancers will then move on Gijiga and clean out whatever Grenadier forces remain after the aerospace jocks are done with them. Our assault will commence in 2 weeks. Prepare your forces appropriately.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Each of the Crucis Lancers regiments has been assigned to take cities adjacent to regional spaceports to secure our foothold within the system, while the 6th and 8th Crucis RCT makes an advance on the capital city of Tikograd. We have been assigned to take and hold the mining city of Gijiga and its small spaceport high in the Kazan mountain range. Our fighters report that they have inflicted heavy casualties against the Ariana Grenadiers defending the region, pushing them back into the city itself. Their remaining Op-4 and some planetary militia have held themselves up in the city and have refused to surrender to our forces. So we've been ordered to move against them and clear them out. Taking out all Grenadier forces should force the Tikhonov militia to surrender, so Grenadier IFFs will be highlighted as primary targets on your HUD. Our best estimate is that there is roughly a company's worth of active Grenadiers in the city that we will need to clear out. So let's get to work, Lancers.
Commander, it looks like that mech had some valuables on it. Go over and pick it up. Let's see if there's anything we can use.
Target
mech destroyed.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
The more ballistics, the merrier.
Target destroyed.
Isn't it against the Ares Conventions to attack cities housing civilian populations?
The Ares Conventions were renounced at the beginning of the First Succession War, and even if they were still ratified, the Grenadiers taking refuge in the city would still constitute a military target under the conventions. I don't like it any more than you do. Urban combat is dirty work, but in this case, the Grenadiers are forcing our hand. If we crush their main body, the hope is that their remaining forces should capitulate to us. But the Grenadiers are fanatical supporters of the Capellan state, so it's anyone's guess as to what they will do. Let's hope their compassion for their people exceeds their desire to draw out this engagement any longer.
Yeah. Spoiler, not gonna happen.
Target fire starter.
Contact Matt.
Target.
We've made contact with the Grenadiers. They are using the inner city as cover. All Lancer forces, advance into the city and flush them out.
Target destroyed. New target presented.
Fire.
Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
Grenadier forces are showing losses. Let's keep the momentum up.
That mech's gonna blow. Hey, what attacking?
I'm showing half of all primary targets have been destroyed. Keep it up.
See, ain't I such a good boy? I'm trying to avoid damaging the city by walking through it.
Acquired.
Wilco, focusing fire.
That's eliminated.
Target
Let's target engaged. Grenadier forces, you have fought bravely for your cause, but the battle is lost. Surrender and no further harm will come to you or Gizhiga.
You take us for fools? You, the dogs of that coward, Hans Davion, who extended the hands of friendship and unity only to gloat about the conquest of our nation and his wedding. After what he did, no self-respecting Capellan will ever again trust the lies your Federation spews, especially the words of a Davion like you.
Very well. Have it your way. Kestrel Lancers, finish the fight. Ariana Grenadier forces have been neutralized. Commander, secure your position and prepare to receive relief forces. With any luck, the other 7 Lancer regiments meet with similar success.
Well, to be fair to our old boy Hans, Mad Max started the feud by trying to get him replaced by a body double puppet. Something, I guess it would have been like something like the Manchurian Candidate with the Federated Sons. So I can't entirely blame Hans for having a hate boner for the Capellan Confederation. Okay, good. People got XP. And what's the next mission? Kestrel Lancers have an important announcement. Last night we received word that Pavel Rydzik has abandoned Tikhonov. The 6th, 7th, and 8th attempted to capture him, but bad weather prevented the aerospace wings from being able to pursue Ridzik's dropship as he fled the system. Across Tikhonov, coordinated resistance to our invasion is beginning to break apart. Remaining CCAF units are fleeing into the wilderness, unable to get to their dropships now that we have firm control over all of Tikhonov's spaceports. The capital of Tikhograd is in talks with AFFS Command to negotiate terms of surrender for the city and many of the major civilian population centers on Tikhonov. We are hoping that they will help us broker a surrender from the remaining CCAF forces now trapped on Tikhonov. But until that time, the trapped Capellan forces remain a threat. While our Blitzkrieg worked at disrupting their defenses and taking firm control of the system's spaceports, it also allowed for large numbers of Confederation forces to withdraw into the wilderness, where they will undoubtedly regroup en masse. Thanks to the efforts of the 7th Crucis and their liberation of the head Earthworks Limited facilities in Tikhograd, we were able to identify a hidden Earthworks mech production facility deep in the Kazan mountain range, less than 600 clicks south of our current position. Our liaison with the MIIO believes that this will be where the CCAF guerrillas will make an attempt to regroup their forces. As the closest unit stationed near this hidden facility, Command wants the Kestrel Lancers to move against this installation and capture it before the CCAF are allowed to fortify their positions and resupply. Taking this facility should cut the legs out from the remaining Confederation forces in system. So be sure to bring the biggest mechs you can muster in time for this fight. We will be moving against the facility shortly. Finish the fight strong, Lancers. Okay, looks good.
The capital of Tikhograd has surrendered. Strategic Director Pavel Ridzik has fled the system, and the primary earthworks manufacturing facilities in Tikhograd have fallen under our control. But the fight is not over. Davian intelligence has tracked the remaining Liao defenders to a hidden earthworks mech assembly plant and storage facility close to our forward operating base. Our mission is to finish the fight. Eliminate all Liao defenders and secure the earthworks production site. Kestrel Lancers, advance!
Commander,
Roger that.
The entire 2nd Crucis is on deck for this mission. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Support our allies and clear the field. There is no telling what we'll encounter once we reach the targeted facility.
Target acquired.
Target obliterated.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Rebel here. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Target destroyed.
Nice shots, guys. It's like what's left of a warship from ages past.
Marshal Davian, we have made contact with Liao defenders screening the base. We're engaging now. We've made it to the outer perimeter, encountering large amounts of static defenses.
I've identified the turret's control center, marking it on the HUD now. If there is anyone with jump capabilities, we may be able to silence those turrets all at once.
New target Blackjack.
Target received. Engaging. locate additional hostiles both inside and outside the facility.
Commander Mason, you will secure the interior. Do your best to preserve as much of the facility as possible. A working mech production facility is much too valuable to destroy. All remaining Lancers, fan out and secure the exterior of this facility. Make sure no Liao forces escape. Coordinating our attack.
Destroy.
Facing the wrong way, bro. Ooh, lots of battle mechs.
One of the first new battle mechs designs in centuries. Yes, between the Raven and the Cataphract, House Liao has been the only great house other than House Steiner to produce brand new mech designs since the start of the Succession Wars. Even with it being mostly cobbled together by recycling components from other mechs, it's still an impressive battle mech, which is why it is imperative that we minimize the damage to this facility.
Open sesame.
New target, Spider. Target destroyed.
Swatted that fly down. Where are you? Hey, easy on the furniture. You guys stuck?
I'm here. Moving to formation.
Whatever.
Federated Suns forces, you're trespassing on Earthworks Limited private property. Withdraw from this facility immediately or face the consequences.
I am Marshal Jackson Davian of the 2nd Crucis Lancers. In the name of First Prince Hans Davian and the Federated Sons, we are here to commandeer this facility. Stand down and surrender, and no further harm will come to you or your people.
I am afraid both you and I know that this is not possible, Marshal. If you will not withdraw, then it is my duty to make sure that this facility becomes your tomb.
Commander, clear out the remaining enemy forces as fast as
Hey,
you can.
out of my
We will
face.
most likely attempt to sabotage the facility rather than see it fall into our hands. Commander, our mission is to capture this complex in functional condition. Check your fire in these tight quarters and eliminate any enemies you encounter ASAP. Shared target identified. Tango eliminated.
Target destroyed.
This
Kaboom.
production line seems to have automated mech repair bays handy. Make use of them while you can, Commander. No telling what we will face deeper into this facility.
System offline.
Mighty handy this is. Thank you.
Target acquired.
Instagibd. It's a Raven. Yo, are you still fighting that guy? The hell?
I'm reading multiple mech reactor activations in your vicinity, Commander. Watch yourself.
Understood. Focusing on prey.
the turrets. Your forces are free to approach.
Target destroyed.
Long live the Capellan's dead! Marshal Davion, my security forces have been depleted. On behalf of Earthworks Limited, I formally surrender myself and all my staff into your custody. All Earthworks forces, I order you to stand down. Your lives are not worth this weight.
On behalf of the Federated Sons, I accept your surrender. All Crucis Lancer forces, stand down. Mission accomplished. Tikhonov is ours.
Yay. And objective complete. Tikhonov is officially ours. Crucis Lancer Command has accepted the surrender of Tikhograd and the major population centers around the planet. While pockets of resistance still exist, they currently do not possess the numbers or the coordination to be considered a major threat. The 8th Crucis will be indefinitely posted on assignment here to administer the transfer of power to the Federated Sons. From there, they will be tasked with tracking down the remaining resistance fighters and securing a permanent hold on the entire Tikhonov system. As for the rest of the Crucis Lancers, all MechWarriors and combat personnel have been granted a month's worth of leave for R&R. All command and technician personnel will remain focused on repairs and refitting our equipment for our next assignment. In a month's time, the Crucis Lancers will be breaking apart into individual regiments for the next phase of Operation Rat. Commander, while the enlisted personnel are on leave, I'll need you to prepare your company for our next target. Be sure to use this month to retool any battlefield salvage, upgrade weapons, and prep your forces in anticipation for our next fight. With the Crucis Lancers dividing up to invade multiple targets, prepare your forces to shoulder heavier direct combat operations. But don't neglect speed and utility as well. Don't neglect speed and utility, as we'll need to remain flexible and may have a need for high mobility operations, depending on what is thrown at us. One final item: the liberation of Earthworks mech factories in Tikhograd and Kazan have yielded a large surplus of near-complete mechs. Our techs were able to complete the construction of a number of cataphracts that were on the verge of being operational when we conquered the facilities. These mechs will be distributed to all Crucis Lancer battalions to replenish our forces lost in this campaign. Commander, your unit will be given a fresh cataphract as a combat bonus for the liberation of the Kazan facility. You are free to use it as you see fit. Once we ship out, we will brief the battalion on our next objective. For now, get some rest while you can. Be sure to collect any company provisions from the market while we are all still together, and take this opportunity to perform any repairs and refits to your mechs and equipment before we deploy to our next assignment. Okay, some nice stuff. Already have one, so gets stripped. Sorry. What? Let's keep this Marauder simple. I've yet to see any Marauder, any kind of marauder hero mix. Alright, time to go to the next target. Okay, off to the next mission. 64 days.
Wave 3 of Operation Rat has begun. From here, the Crucis Lancers will divide and conquer a number of systems, securing our grip of the Tikhonov commonality. The second and third Crucis Lancers' next assignment is to take the world of Tigris. Boasting one of the highest standards of living and well-educated populaces in all of the Capellan Confederation, Tigris has acted as a cultural center and brain trust of the Capellan state for centuries. Bringing Tigris to heel will consolidate the Federated Sun's might throughout the Terran corridor, and further secure our hold of vital jump ship routes into the Lyran Commonwealth. Its conquest will also rob House Liao of a major population center containing some of the Capellan state's brightest minds and wealthiest families, hampering the Confederation for generations. Given the system's wealth and nobility, House Liao has stationed significant defenses on Tigris. With only 2nd and 3rd battalions assigned to this invasion, we should expect to encounter stiff resistance to our occupation, as we will not be able to rely on the same amount of support that we received on Tikhonov. But always remember, the Lancers have already done what not even the Star League could do. We took the unconquerable world of Tikhonov. Compared to that, there is nothing that Tigris can throw at us that we haven't already faced before.
Check the news first. Davian's wedding invasion already being called Fourth Succession War. So that's what the cutscene at the beginning of this operation showed. Federated Sun's forces continue to push hard into the Tikhonov commonality following last month's surprise invasion announced by Hans Davion at his own wedding on Terra. And it's being called the Fourth Succession War. And this is like a blurb for the Chesterton Reserve's pilot Jenny Templeton and her hero mech, the Butterbee. And the other news item, Tharhes unveils the Wolfhound. Another Steiner model, 35-ton laser boat. Prototypes were personally field tested by Kellhounds and Wolf's Dragoons, with outstanding results praising the mech's performance and reliability. Some famous users, one of which is Dan Allard, younger brother of Justin. Former younger brother of Justin Xiang, and someone in the future named Phelan Kell, something like that. I don't know if he's gonna make something of his life, but yeah, that's something for the far future. Anyway, so we're here in Tigris. Marshal Davion says we're about to make planetfall onto Tigris. Aerospace sweeps of our targeted LZs show no opposing forces waiting for us. From what the recon has shown, mech and vehicle forces are currently stationed just outside the largest population centers. It appears that the Capellan defenders will allow us to land on Tigris uncontested. We believe they are holding these defensive positions, anticipating a blitzkrieg similar to our attack on Tikhonov. But that will not be our strategy this time. Unlike Tikhonov that had major population centers scattered across the planet, Tigris' primary center of power resides in a concentrated cluster of multiple cities and townships called, again I don't speak Chinese, called Sigechengxi. That's the best guess I can have. I hear Chinese, the different Chinese dialects every so often, but I don't speak it myself. Basically, that's what that means, the 4 cities. To control Tigris, we only need to neutralize the 4 cities to bring it under our control. To do this, the Lancers will be dropping 40 clicks north of the city behind a small but dense forest named Eulor's Grove. Our sister unit, the 3rd Crucis, will be landing east of the 4 cities at the base of the Granite Fields Mountains. Both battalions will regroup at our planned forward operating bases and then move to initiate a coordinated pincer strike against the 4 cities. Before we can move against it, both regiments must secure FOBs to prepare for our eventual pincer attack. Ours will be located within Eulor's Grove. Once planetside, you are to advance along the nav point route till you reach our planned location for the FOB and clear out any potential hostiles that may be occupying its location. Provided the Capellan defenders maintain their defensive positions, we should be able to secure our FOB with only marginal enemy resistance expected. Good luck, everyone. Why only this much salvage shares? It's annoying. $265. Okay, let's give the Misery a test run. There's so much freaking armor. It and the Highlander I managed to salvage. 600 armor.
The fulcrum of power on Tigris is a heavy concentration of the system's populace, clustered around a number of townships and cities known locally as Suga Chongxi, the 4 cities. We've made planetfall 40 clicks north of our main objective, shielded by a small but dense forest known as Eulor's Grove, while the 3rd has made planetfall in the Granite Field Mountains to the east of our objective. We are each set to advance on the city from both directions and attempt a pincer attack to claim the 4 cities. Tread carefully. While Tigris is not the fortress world that Tikhonov was, we will not have the luxury of having the full might of all 8 Lancer regiments on our side. For this campaign, it's just us and the 3rd, so watch each other's backs and don't do anything reckless.
Maybe I should put one more ton of gauze on.
Marshal Davion, do we have any intel on our Op 4?
Mio intelligence reports Warrior House Hiritsu and Kerr intruders have been stationed on Tigris for years with direct support from Laurel's Legion, a mercenary battalion with direct ties to the ruling family of Tigris. Beyond that, we have no intel on if those units are stationed here at full strength or only have a handful of battalions stationed here on garrison duty. So our best estimates range from 1 to 3 regiments worth of hostiles in system.
That's quite a range, sir.
All the more reason to tread carefully, MechWarrior. Continue to follow the marked nav point route to our planned encampment site. Once we've set up a foothold within the system, we'll send out recon squads to see what is what.
Marshal Davion, I'm getting some heavy sensor disruption. Could be the Liao scouting our formations.
Federation forces have crossed the perimeter. 2nd Battalion, attack!
Contact! I have multiple heavy contacts lighting up across the board. IFF identifies them as Kerr's intruders, Liao's premier assault regiment. All Lancers, weapons free.
Target
Dead.
Target acquired.
Take off one of my components.
Go! Focusing fire! Looks like those Ravens weren't scouting our forces, but screening the intruders' numbers.
Why am I reading Davian serial codes on these hostiles?
The Confederation lost much of their domestic assault mech production back in the Second Succession War. Kerr's intruders makes up for that by fielding large amounts of Davian salvage. Just focus on their IFF signatures.
Easier said than done, with all of this sensor jamming.
You'll manage. So what, is that guy dead? Anyway.
Interference. Someone take those ravens out.
Enemy mech. Focus fire.
Acquired.
What the hell? A charger just chewed through my torso with a large bore autocannon.
That must be one of those new variants whipped up by Hellspawn Industries. Focus on taking them down quickly. Those are carrying more than just pop-cap lasers and can be quite lethal up close. Approach them with caution.
Target destroyed.
Appoggiami dare.
Target destroyed. Target.
Acknowledged.
The intruders might have gotten the jump on us, but we are not out of this fight. Keep on them, Lancers.
Goss, goss, baby. Alright, push forward. Oops.
We're turning this around. One final push should be all we need.
What's going on is the power of tonnage.
Enemy mech detected.
Acquired.
Mercenary forces on approach.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Quick as I can.
Again, he lost the fucking arm again.
Target acquired.
Can he take much more of this?
Target destroyed.
All Confederation forces fall back! Retreat to nav point Zeta and link up with House Hiritsu forces.
Finish off whatever stragglers you can find, but let the rest of them go. The 3rd is counting on us to be in position for our joint assault. We need to save our manpower for the fight ahead. Continue along to the marked nav points. We still need to reach and secure our forward operating base. Great work, Commander. We took a beating, but crippling Kurz intruders takes a key Liao assault battalion off the board. You've provided a great service to House Davion this day. This should make our engagements with the elite Warrior House troops easier.
The cursed Crusader strikes again. Ooh, powered sensors. Nothing to say, sir. Well, how about this one? Oh, it's a high-tech Zeus. Okay, let's head to the next mission. Lancers, fantastic work demolishing Kurz intruders. Crushing a premier Liao assault command is no easy feat for even the best mech regiments out there. Our success is a testament to all of your hard work and training throughout the past year. A successful ambush like that could have utterly destroyed us, but even with our significant losses, everyone should be proud that they rose to the challenge and fought off oblivion together. Unfortunately, our brothers and sisters in the 3rd were not so fortunate. Their battalion have been held close to their DZ by relentless assaults from Warrior House Hiritsu and Laurel's Legion. And to make matters worse, their MIIO liaisons believe that both units are massing their forces with the remaining survivors of Kurz intruders to make a play at overrunning their position. Marshal Pedroza believes that the 3rd still has the manpower to hold the line on her own. Spoiler alert, they don't. Leaving our main objective, the 4 cities, open for assault. We have an opportunity to take the city with minimal bloodshed while the 3rd holds their line. So once Liao commits to their attack, that will be our signal to move against our objective. Commander, your forces are in better shape than the rest of the battalion, so you will spearhead an assault against a centralized power plant whose fusion generators power the entire region. Blacking out the region's power will put pressure on Mandrisa Laurel to surrender the planet without further bloodshed. The remaining Lancers will run a support role in this operation, securing the perimeter to prevent hostile reinforcements. Good luck. Maybe I need another 75-tonner. If I can get a hero mech of one of those weights, either a Marauder or a Black Knight or an Orion. All right, 30 days. That's a kind of a long period of prep.
Air Force, incoming!
Marshal Davion, Lao forces are making their move. You're clear to make your play.
Roger, Marshal Pedroza. Okay, Commander. Our brothers in the 3rd Crucis are now defending a Liao counteroffensive. While they hold Confederation forces at bay, we're clear to make our play against the 4 cities. The region is dependent on a number of large fusion generators that power the entirety of the grid from a centralized power plant. In order to minimize civilian casualties, we want your lance to move quickly and neutralize these generators. Make your way to the marked nav point and destroy all the marked generators. My forces will move to blockade the city and draw out existing defenders. Good luck, Commander.
Something don't sit right with me. Won't taking out the fusion generators just lead to more suffering for these people?
We consider this our most humane option. Our hope is to avoid the potential bloodshed of 2 whole mech regiments descending into the city to defend it. By having a single lance take out the generators, we're hopeful that Mandrissa Laurel will surrender her world to prevent more bloodshed.
There's the power plants, Commander. Let's get to work. That's one down. Now on to the next.
Jackson, House Arisi with Legion mech forces have broken through our lines. We need help immediately.
Damn it! Jesse, I'm rerouting our heavy battalion to assist. They should be at your location in 15 minutes. Try to hold out till then. Commander, I need to break our blockade to help the 3rd, so be advised. Enemy reinforcements may break through.
Let that target feel hell 10 times over.
Excuse me.
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure. That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation. The more ballistics, the merrier.
Target acquired.
Infantry from House Haritsu have broken into the rear line and are attacking our command centers. We're putting up resistance, but we can't do it alone. Requesting 2nd Lancers unit to reinforce.
Jesse, our forces are already committed to our assault on the 4 cities. Deviating from the mission plan could throw the entire attack into disarray. Request denied.
Jackson, my command center. It's been hit by heavy autocannon fire. Heavy infantry raided our headquarters shortly afterwards. They got our MIIO code books.
No! God damn it all! If the Maskirovka decrypt those code books, it could completely compromise Operation Rat.
2nd, Galax armor. Tied down. Marshal Davian. Jackson, I'm sorry.
Marshal Petrosa! Jesse! Shit, we've lost comms. Commander, I'm rerouting to support the 3rd. Rihanna, I'm appointing you operational commander of this mission. Finish this, then fall back to our position.
Out! Out!
Leave it to Davian's dogs to threaten innocent people's livelihood in order to take one of theirs. We'll make you regret attacking our home planet.
All targets destroyed. Crucis Lancers, fall back to your designated exfil sites and prepare to regroup at Marshal Davion's position.
They're far more talented zombies.
You can never have too much ammunition.
Why is my rear shredded? Didn't even notice. It's a shit show apparently at the other front. Alright, the last mission was a kind of a huge fuck up with multiple people involved, but spoiler alert, I already did this in the campaign playthrough, so we gotta try and take back the data, but we will ultimately fail. After this, it will lead into the next segment of this big campaign. Campaign? Do you call this a campaign or a quest line or a... I don't know. Anyway, Marshal Davion says, Lancers, I won't mince words. We are in a nightmare scenario. House Hiritsu's elite commandos were able to raid Marshal Pedrosa's command center and get away with her battalion's encrypted MIIO codebooks. If decrypted, House Liao will be able to decode House Davion wideband comm chatter and any transmission sent into any Comstar facility on occupied planetary networks. The entire security of Operation Rat could be in jeopardy. Our MIIO liaison believes that the encrypted codebook data packets are now in the hands of the Maskirovka, the Capellan State Intelligence Service. Our spies have reported that since the start of the war, the Maskirovka have been struggling to keep up and verify the flood of reports and information pouring into Xi'an every day. The head of the Maskirovka crisis team, Justin Xiang, we know him, is said to have instigated rules requiring local and regional verification of any new intelligence data before being forwarded to Xi'an to ensure that verified critical intel to the capital isn't buried by a mountain of minor unverified reports. Because of this, our MIIO liaison believes that the codebooks will stay on Tigris until they are decoded or verified by some other means, which means that there is still hope that we can still intercept the third cruise's stolen codebooks before they are allowed to transmit them to Xi'an. Commander, we cannot allow those codebooks to get off-world. Once we identify the location of the Maskirovka, we will need to act swiftly and eliminate any data relay satellites that can transmit the data packs to a jump ship or Comstar. I'll need your unit to be ready at a moment's notice the second we identify where they are holding the codebooks. Prepare your lens for rapid deployment the moment we can verify the facility that is housing them. Unfortunately, I will not be able to commit additional forces to reinforce you for this mission, Commander. The Kestrel Lancer's primary objective of bringing the system into the fold has not changed, and for now, House Hiritsu and Laurel's legions still maintain control of Tigris. I'm trusting that you and Rihanna are the only ones capable of getting this done without much support from the rest of the second cruises. Don't let us down now, Commander. Okay, I kinda avoided commenting on this before, but most of the text in this game, like these mission descriptions, these long briefings, they could have done with maybe one or two more passes with an English editor. I catch typos and wrong tenses every so often. The word code book was repeated, was repeated 1, 2, was used rather 1, 2, 3, 4 times in the space of these 2 sentences. Stuff like that. I used to be a writer, news writer by profession, kind of a lifetime ago. So things like this kind of annoy me. I like proper writing and grammar. Let's just say. All right. Enough quibbling about text, and let's go into some destruction of giant robots.
important that you stop the Maskirovka from decrypting those codebooks. With them, they can decrypt our reports and significantly stifle Operation Rat security, putting not just our lives, but all Federated Suns forces at risk. Our MEO liaison has relayed the locations of known Maskirovka relay stations in the system's capital of Jianfeng. We need them destroyed ASAP before they decode and transmit the data to Comstar. They'll know what we're up to the second we start taking down their relay stations. So timing is of the utmost importance in this mission, Commander. Good luck.
Stalker seems a bit weak in the torso twist speed category. Let's see if I can use the upgrades to remedy that.
Federated Suns battle mechs just destroyed one of our relay stations. They must be after their code books. We need to complete the decryption process and get this out to Comstar. Set up an active line to every presenter. Once the decryption is complete, send the package out to Comstar immediately.
Looks like the Liao forces know what you're up to. It's now even more critical to carry out this operation quickly.
Georgia, we are under assault from Federated forces. They were attempting to hold our transmissions of vital intelligence for the Chancellor. I need whatever house Hiritsu forces you can spare to store these fed rats as long as possible.
Sounds like they're calling in the cavalry, Commander. Let's hurry it up here.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Let that target feel hell 10 times over!
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target.
Leading others on target.
Could have been a good upgrade, that mech.
Acknowledging shared target.
Target acquired. Target acquired.
We just lost another relay station. Now we're doing all the
Target
decryption.
destroyed.
Every presenter voice standing by and
Target
waiting on our
destroyed.
delivery. We are running out of time.
Target acquired.
I ain't shooting that.
Damn it.
Let's melt them to slag.
Your story's done, buddy.
Now that's a kill. Eye on the reactor, Commander.
Acquired.
Shit, get out! Get out! Get out!
Django trashed.
Okay, fine. You killed it, so I forgive you.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
There's no time left.
Target
Begin
destroyed.
forwarding the entire encrypted package to Comstar now. We cannot risk the codes returning to Federate hands.
Damn it! It's now or never, Commander. We need to stop those transmissions before they complete their handoff. Get this job done now.
Yeah, you're just asking for a miracle there.
Target acquired.
Yes,
Target
you veterans
destroyed.
are too late. The package is in the hands of Comstar. Your illegal annexation of Capellan territory ends now.
All right, Commander. Fall back. The Lancers will soon be able to spare a mech company to deal with this rabble later. Return to base and we'll plan our next moves.
The bright side is what they got was encrypted. And will need to be, the intelligence will need to be sifted through, will not go straight into the head of Capellan intelligence. So we bought ourselves some time.
Action now, Commander. We'll see what Marshal Davion has planned for us once we relink with the rest of the Lancers.
A good XP for a number of pilots. What, you didn't hit with your missiles? Anyway. And debrief from Marshal Jackson. Commander, thanks for taking this debriefing with me in private. After your extraction, our support infantry moved to capture all Maskirovka facilities. Our MIIO liaison has reviewed the intel collected, and we've determined that the Maskirovka was ordered to verify their prize before they would be allowed to forward the data packets up to Cyan. Thanks to your intervention, they were unable to do so. In their panic, they did the only thing that they could do to get the message off-world, transmitting the fully encrypted data packets through Comstar. Under Justin Xiang's mandates, they couldn't forward the package directly to Cyan. They needed to forward the reports to their commonality's regional capital for processing and verification. Normally, this would have been Tikhonov had we not already conquered it. So instead, they were forced to transmit the packages to the capital of the neighboring commonality. They've transmitted the codebooks to Sarna. Little do they know that Sarna is already a marked target for the 5th wave of Operation Rat. House Davion COC has just decided that the 5th Sirtis Fusiliers and a pair of mercenary battalions will be the units that take Sarna. The Fusiliers are already looking for some payback after the Liao ambassador to New Sirtis kidnapped Duke Michael Hazek Davion 15 days ago when CID attempted to arrest the ambassador for espionage. Sure, kidnapped, quote-unquote. Commander, I'm invoking your position with the Kestrel Lancers as a special operations battle mech company and ordering you to assemble your troops and prepare to depart for Sarna on your own. Call us a battle mech company, we only ever deploy a lance. Anyway, quibbling aside. With Marshal Pedroza injured, she has been recalled to New Avalon to report to the MIIO director Quintus Allard, aka dad of Justin Xiang. Former dad, because I guess he was disowned, and Justin disowned the family or whatever. Both at this point, quote unquote. Spoiler alert, it's all a ruse. Quintus Allard, going back to Mr. Allard, to alert him of our situation personally. In her absence, I am needed here to secure Tigress with the rest of the 2nd and 3rd Cruises. Unfortunately, the only support I can give at the moment is a freshly repaired Zeus, whose pilot was KIA during the Kerr's intruder's ambush. While I'm still attempting to charter a jump ship route for the task, be ready to depart from Tigress in no more than 7 days. I'll have more information for you prior to departure. Until you meet up with the 5th Sirtis Fusiliers, you will be on your own. So prepare your forces for anything and everything. Make sure you stock up on provisions from the market and begin all refits and repairs prior to leaving for Sarna. We'll discuss further details when I have them. You know, I think the reward for the previous mission is a bug. I get a freaking high-tech Zeus, and then I get a regular Zeus. In back-to-back missions. So I think there's a mistake or a bug here. Not that I'm complaining, but yeah, there's something wrong with that. If you're interested in this exact time period of BattleTech lore, basically the 4th Succession War, I'd recommend reading the trilogy, the Warrior trilogy by Michael Stackpole. Warrior En Garde, Warrior Riposte, and Warrior Coup. It's kind of old, and it's a bit stylized, I guess. A bit too stylized, but I like Stackpole. He wrote some of my favorite Star Wars Expanded Universe novels. Which would be the Rogue Squadron series. And on a similar note, fuck you, Disney, for destroying Star Wars. I will never fucking forgive you. Anyway, I don't want to get into a rant here, but yeah, read the Warrior trilogy, and maybe the Grey Death Legion trilogy is also could also be a good read for you. Although, if I remember correctly, the first novel, Decision at Thunder Rift, it's pretty rough. I guess they were still trying to flesh out, or how should I say this? Work out what the tone and what the tone of the universe would be and the like. But the second and third novels are pretty good. Goes through the history of my boy Grayson Carlisle and his GDL. So yeah, those are some background information I can recommend. And you can also read the technical readouts. Those are good. Information about mechs, vehicles, characters, etc. If you don't play the tabletop, maybe just ignore the rules and the rules section and the like. I myself don't play tabletop. Growing up, I never had people to play with tabletop games, and like stuff like D&D, Warhammer, BattleTech weren't a thing when I was growing up in the place where I grew up. So yeah. Anyway, it's enough of a tangent on BattleTech, on my BattleTech background and recommendations. Like Miss Marshall Davion said, let's get all these repaired in preparation for our next stop, which is Sarna.